When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
Unfortunately, a lot of times you're actually going to have to appear in person. Now, if you're ill, sometimes that might be a little bit difficult. But look, I'm talking from experience here when you're dealing with the VA. If you don't do something in person with the highest up person that you can actually physically get in front of, and sit down and talk to and possibly scold, things don't get done. And even then, a lot of times things don't happen. But I do remember that before my father passed away, that my mother and I went down to the VA hospital, the director of the hospital. We went to his office. And we did get his primary physician reassigned. Because all this guy kept doing is coming in and telling us, well, hey, we've done all we can do. There's nothing more to do. And every time my father went to the hospital, we got this same guy, and he kept telling, well, there's nothing more that we can do. No, you just make him comfortable. In other words, he's telling us he's going to die, so just make him comfortable. And he kept on telling us, but every time we kept pushing and pressing, and we found somebody, another specialist, who said, well, we didn't try this yet. And then they tried it, and my father was well enough to go home. And then they obfuscated and delayed so much the last time he was in the hospital that by the time a physician that we found could actually do something came by and said, well, I wish I would have known this earlier, but now it looks like it's too late. Because we had this primary doctor who kept interfering and kept telling us, and the last time he was in the hospital, my mother and I went down to the director's office and said, look, this guy's an ass. And he was replaced. But unfortunately, I feel that my mother and I acted too late. But we shouldn't have had to act that way. We kept telling this doctor, well, no, because this last time you said this happened, and this doctor came by. Can we get those doctors? Well, that doctor's not around. We can't get in touch with this doctor. Well, is there somebody else? Well, there's nobody around. And we'd keep pressing and pressing and pressing, and we'd find another specialist who was available, who would come down and say, yeah, we can do this. We haven't tried this yet. And then he ended up going home. So we thought the same thing would happen. One more time. And this specialist came down and said, I wish I would have seen him sooner, but now I feel it's too late. And I don't know if my mom still has the heart or not to go after this doctor at the VA or the VA itself. I think she should. If anything, not to get, to be financially compensated, but to try to put a stop to this kind of stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that Congress should know about, but because they're lackeys over there that run the whole VA system, they're like everybody else in the Obama administration. It's like pulling teeth to get them to sit down in front of the proper committee. That's not they should be willing and able and wanting to sit down in front of Congress, the representative, the managers of their boss, the people, to tell them, yes, we implemented this and this is getting better. We implemented this system's getting better. This is getting better. But they can't do that. Because oftentimes, no matter what department you're talking about, things are getting worse, not better. And the thing is, the reason why they don't want to come in and answer questions is because, folks, believe it or not, they know it's getting worse. And it's getting worse for two reasons. One reason, because they're doing it on purpose. Or two, which is unfortunately less likely because these people know what they're doing. Or two, because they don't know what they're doing and they don't know how to fix the problem. And they don't want to lose their job, so they come to Congress and tell them, well, we don't know, we don't have any answers. Well, you're fired. That's what they're thinking. But most of the time it's not getting better because, well, yeah, we did this. We did it on purpose. And we did it just so, we can be the ones in control. That's why. They don't want to have to admit to that. Because, again, if they admit to that, well, yeah, they should be fired. American people wouldn't stand for that. But, hey, if they don't talk to anybody, they can get away with it. Why do you spend, $500,000 on an outing to the American Swiss Alps over there in Colorado? Vail and those places. Why'd you go there? Well, we just went. It was a meeting of IRS personnel. We just needed to get together, and you had to do it in Vail at the cost of taxpayers. Well, we needed some time, and fire them all. That's what should be happening. And I believe it or not, even though I'm still not, supporting Trump, I believe once Trump gets in office, whoever he can, I think he's going to fire. And I don't think he's really going to, because when Bush fired lawyers from the Justice Department, there were all kinds of Democrats who were throwing up their hands. You can't do that. This is all political. No, Trump has already said he'd fire everybody. So I don't think I don't think that would stop Donald if he got into office. He's come here, you're fired. Come here, you're fired. Come here. He'd go from department to department, and he'd probably go in person to every single building and start just pointing people, fired, fired, fired. I have no doubt that he would do that, and the Democrats would probably jump up and down, screaming and hollering like little 5-year-olds, screaming and having hissy fits. And Donald would look at them and say, "If I could, I'd fire you too. Now sit down and shut up, and keep on going and firing more people." But that's unfortunately, whether this guy in other areas of being president, if Donald would be the best. I think as far as cleaning house and trying to straighten out government, which would be a huge job to do, it would take him all 4 years to do that, just to make a dent. But he's the guy to start the job, to get the process rolling. He really is. Other stuff, foreign policy. I like some of the stuff he says. I don't know. But anyway, folks, welcome back. It is I, your lovable host, L. Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio. Somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where for now the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust, although, we get starting leaving Minnesota and coming here. That might change. I know. Did you hear that California? NASA says that California is in for a big one, 5.0 on the Richter scale earthquake. Was it what, in the next 20, 30 years or something like that? It was just one of those things that came across my newsfeed that I just sort of let it go. Yeah, we've been saying it forever. We know the big one's going to come. And when it does finally come, it's going to be bad. Not because it's going to be worse than it normally would be as far as the land is concerned. But because of how much